Hi guys. So I just wanted to follow up with you guys, like I said I would, about my pop-up over the weekend and why I felt like it was fairly successful. But before we start, I just want to welcome our newest team members to Team Karma, Ruth and Samantha and Natasha. Welcome, you guys. I'm so glad you're on our team. I'm glad you are joining us, and I hope you're watching this video. I've been thinking it over, and there's definitely some things that happened at the pop-up that I don't have any control over. There's things you can control, and then there's other things that are just, outside of our control, I guess. And the big thing that is outside of our control is the personality of our hostess and what kind of networks they have. So my sister actually hosted my pop-up for me. So of course she's gonna wanna make it successful for me. She calls me her baby sister, she's much older, and she wants me to do well. But aside from that, she's also extremely extroverted, very social. People love her. She's a real estate agent, so she has a lot of contacts. She has she's been in different kinds of business, so she knows a lot of people, and people really like her. And she's very sociable, and her home is sort of a dewdrop in. So most of those people who are there have been to her home. It's not like, you get this invite to go to someone's house just because they want you to buy jewelry or buy whatever. So I think, it wasn't out of the ordinary to get an invite to her place. So I think that had something to do with it. But there are things that I think we can control. One of them was invites. So the way we sent our invites, we did 3 different ways. I set up a Facebook event very much like if you did a live Facebook pop-up. So that was one way. We also, and I posted to that throughout the week to just kind of generate some buzz, much like you would with a Facebook pop-up. She also emailed her guests, and she also invited them personally as well. Like I said, she's in contact with people. This is no wallflower. So that really makes a difference, right? The other thing we did was we had a theme. And we decided on a theme of muffins and mimosas. That's kind of fun, right? So, it has a little bit of a ring to it, and people knew that they were going to come out for a little relaxed. Like, it wasn't fussy, but it's a little bit girly and fun. And something that I keep hearing when I'm listening to a lot of podcasts and webinars, and something I keep hearing for people in business, entrepreneurs, is offer value, offer value, offer value. So this is going through my head all the time. And so, you want to be able to provide something that, people can't provide for themselves. Give them something different. Give them something to take away. So aside from our muffins and mimosas theme, we also had a call to action, right? So we always talk about call to action when you're doing a Facebook pop-up. We say, make sure there's a call to action. Don't just look at our pretty jewelry, post something about it, get points, right? So the call to action was, if you bring a donation for the food bank, you will get an entry into the grand prize draw for 3 skinnies. And what that did, I think, was make people feel like they're part of something bigger. I'm not just going to shop jewelry. I'm not being selfish. I am going to something where this is a community here, and we're doing something for other people. We're actually doing something good for others. And there might be a little bit of a guilt trip thing that sets in too, right? Oh, if I don't go there, then I'm not contributing. So I think that had something to do with it. The time and the setting. So, your hostess wants to know what her guests want. And she knows that for herself, she doesn't like to go to nighttime jewelry parties, and most of her friends probably don't either. So we set it up from 3 to 5 on a Sunday afternoon. It gives people time to, get their workout, have their breakfast, do some errands, and then before supper to come out and take a little time for themselves and for their friends. The other piece is, I think hostess coaching is really important. I didn't really have to do this because it's my sister and she knows me, and I know she's super competent. Like I said, she's been in business, but she was so helpful. Like, It was so busy. It was crazy. I couldn't keep on top of everything. I was sweating. I was literally sweating. So she was helping me. Like, she was helping the girls try their jewelry on, and she was getting them drinks, and she was helping them fill out their forms even. And that really helps. And that's not hard, right? So ask your hostess, like, can you help me? This is what the order form looks like. If I'm really busy with someone else and someone's in a rush and they need to leave, can you help me with this? Like, it shouldn't be a problem. So that's another thing. Like, coach your hostesses. Offer your why early on. The first thing I did was explain why I got into this and then how that's grown. You know, I got into this as a hobby and now it's become a business and I've grown a team. And, you know, then if people are looking at the opportunity, they go, gee, you know, she's doing really well with that. I think it's important to know your audience. These girls didn't want to play games. I was going to play games. I had games ready. They did not, they were busy. They were trying on jewelry. My setup, my display was, sorry, but it was a shit show at the end. It was ridiculous. It was a mess because these girls were all into it. So they didn't want to play games. If I had played games, it would have dulled the fun for them. So I didn't do it. Upselling, really important. So if someone's looking at, you know, the wisteria bracelet, say, you know what, we've got earrings like that. Or, you know, those little dotty earrings would look really cute with that too. Help them figure out other pieces that would work well with that. And as far as Color Club, upsell with Color Club. I put polybores inside my catalogs and I made sure to have the Color Club picture or polybore displayed so everyone could see, and I explained it. And my insert for my catalogs actually said, I had the 4 pieces of the 4 polybores, right? How it was styled. And then it says, buy this, buy the vacay set, get 20% off. So, you know, when the girls are looking at it, they see, oh, you know, I've already got some stuff on my list. If I get this thing and this is super cute, then I can get 20% off. So what happened was some people kind of forget. So when there was one woman who had a bigger order, and so when I was processing her order, when I was going through her order with her and filling out her form, I said, you know what? Like, did you see our Color Club? It's really cute and you could get it for almost nothing. Like, it would just be a few extra dollars. And so when we went through it, she was like, yeah, I'll do that. I think I'll do that. And she just happened to be a shopper, right? So that's good. She's like, yeah, sure. And when I started explaining it to her, other people started listening in. So someone else said, oh yeah, I want that too. Can you change my form? And then another woman said, yeah, me too. And another woman said, yeah, me too. And another woman said, yeah, me too. So at a certain point, they kind of all wanted in. So that kind of